Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, feel free to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. If you're a returning viewer, you're probably thinking, what is he doing now? Well, let me explain. This channel does not yet have a set video style or genre. I'm still experimenting with different video styles and genres until I find something that I feel I can continue with and hopefully be, slightly successful with it. Anyway, let's get to the main focus of this video. This is the first episode of a series I will be calling What to Zoo! And for the first episode, I wanted to talk about one of my favorite animals of all time, the African spurred tortoise, most commonly known as the Sulcata tortoise. The African spurred tortoise, which I'm going to call Sulcata tortoise for the rest of this video because I prefer that name, are native to the Sahara Desert and the Sahel. I would go into more detail on what the Sahel is, but this isn't a video on the geography of Africa, it's a video about Sulcata tortoises. So, yeah. Sulcatas are the world's third largest tortoise, behind the Aldabra in second place and the Galapagos in first. Third place means nothing to me though, Sulcatas are still my number one. Third place, however, doesn't mean small. Some of the largest Sulcata tortoises have been known to reach 2 to 3 feet in length and weigh an average of 150 to 200 pounds. This size is why, if you plan to own one as a pet, you better have plenty of room, because these guys are grazing animals, meaning the majority of their diet is a variety of grasses and shrubs. So if you do plan on owning one, I hope your lawn has plenty of grass, because it makes up 90% of their diet. Sulcata tortoises, or African spurred tortoises, or as some people call them, African spur-thighed tortoises, get their name from the elongated spurs found on their rear thighs. I wouldn't know that though, because I don't spend my days staring at tortoise thighs, but to each their own. Now it's time to talk about the main reason these tortoises are my favorite tortoise. Those front legs. Those front legs! I just think this design is one of God's best, and I originally thought these were what the name was referring to before I learned about the thighs. These front leg scales are actually meant for a couple things. First, they are perfect for protection from predators. When they pull their head into their shell, these massive forearms are able to fit perfectly in front, acting as a shield, protecting them from anything attempting to get to their soft bits. Second, these scales can also help perform one of the tortoise's favorite hobbies: digging. Sulcatas can dig burrows in order to cool down from the harsh and arid weather of the desert. These burrows can be as long as 10 feet or more beneath the ground. Yet another reason, if you plan on owning one, to keep a close eye on them. Many owners allowed their sulcatas to burrow beneath their yard, only for the burrow to collapse, sadly suffocating these animals. Now, for the next most recognizable feature on these animals, on each sulcata directly beneath their head, you will see these large structures protruding on each side. These are called gular projections and are extremely important. These gular projections are meant to protect the throat as the tortoises are burrowing, but more importantly, they are meant for tortoise combat! Yes, gular projections are meant for combat, especially among males. When two male tortoises come face to face, not every time, but often, they will lift themselves as high as they possibly can and will begin jousting with these gulars. And I know what you're thinking. A tortoise fight can't be that violent, right? Wrong. Not only can these fights be violent, but it can and has been recorded to lead to one of the combatants dying. There's a channel on YouTube called Camp Kennan. He has a huge field with a large group of sulcatas. On his channel, he told a story about how when he was out of town, 2 of his tortoises got into a scuffle, and sadly one of his tortoises did not make it. What happened was the victor of the battle managed to shove one of these gular projections in between the shell and the skin, leaving a gaping hole in the animal's soft bits, causing it to sadly pass on. If you see how hard these things can joust, I fully believe it could 100% break your ankle if it managed to sneak up on you. Another fun fact about gular projections is that they are a way to tell the difference between males and females. Females have smaller gulars, while male gulars are longer and more curved. Now, several times throughout this video, I brought up keeping these incredible animals as pets, and I'll be honest, I am somebody who plans on owning one someday. I can't now because I in no way, form, or fashion have enough room to keep one, but it is, and has been for quite some time, been a dream of mine. Sadly, sulcatas are an endangered species in the wild. There are more sulcatas in captivity than in nature. So the pet trade, the legal pet trade, is the one thing that basically confirms these incredible animals will be around for a long, long time. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more videos in this format and style, or just want to see more episodes of What to Zoo, give this video a like and comment down below what animals you want to see videos on in the future. Seriously though, who pays attention to tortoise thighs? Kind of suspicious if you ask me.